Okay, it's pretty windy up here, so hopefully you can hear me. We're up here at this is Evergreen Cemetery, kind of up by Lexington. Been here before, but since the grass is mowed, I thought I'd come back out here. So we used to come up here when we were kids. Mom and Dad would bring us up here for Memorial Day and that kind of stuff. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. Sarah Mathis. So she would have been my, my great grandmother's mother. And then we'll go over here to John and Mary Kelly. Mary died in 1948. So she was a daughter to Sarah, and she was a sister to my great grandma. Now Roy here, 1894 to 1912, he was killed. He was riding a cart, horse cart, and a lightning storm came up, and he got struck by lightning and killed him. So yeah, that's not good. So we'll kind of wander through here. Hopefully you can hear me with this wind here. And a lot of these stones you can't read anymore. Like here's one here in the trees. No idea who. But yeah, with all the fields down. Now this one you can read pretty good. Died in 1898, 77 years old. That's pretty nice Langstaff. So we'll go back here. Looks like a new grave here. But that's unusual because there hadn't been a new one out here in ages. So that is, must be Avis A-Man, born in 36. But here's the one that's always perplexed me. This Elmo Watson, and he, let's see, this is kind of crooked, but Elmo Scott Watson, co-founder of the Westerners. So does anybody know what that is or what it was? Because I'd like to know. I haven't seen the grass this well kept in ages. Now here's Cassidy, and you can tell that is one big obelisk. So we'll see what it says. John, 1827 to 97. Mary, 1838 to 1891. We go over here. Here's Bozarth. Speaking of Bozarth, my third grade Sunday school teacher passed away a year ago today. And my dad died 32 years ago today. So let's check this one out. Daughter of William Headline, and there's a lot of headlines here. 1860 to 1889. So we'll kind of walk over on this way. But that's nice to see somebody actually got buried out here. And here's some headlines here. David Headline, 1822 to 1895. Let's see. So he was 1865. Died. Let's see. I can't tell how old he was. I don't know if that says 24 or what. All of these. That's a shame. here in the weeds that they didn't mow down. Whatever that was, looks like died in 1902. Another one that's in pretty good shape for being over 100 years old. There we go. This is where the sign used to be. Well, for 61 degrees today, it's awful breezy. Then you have these that are just, you know, here's one you have no idea where it belongs, but it's sitting here. And let's see. Can't hardly read that. There we go. But here's some, you know, here that's falling apart over the years. Another one over there. Smith is piled up there. There's a headline. Let's see if you can even read it. Died in 1883. And let's see. Died in 1903. And let's see if I can see. There's George headline. Died in 1865. Was, looks like 51 or something. So yeah, he could have been born in the 1700s. Alrighty guys. Here's a couple of the evergreen trees. You know, when we were kids, that's how we, Mom and Dad always found this cemetery, is because of the big evergreen trees. So it looks like maybe they've planted some. And here, big stone evergreen Methodist Church in 1868, half a mile north of the cemetery, Black Hawk War. So how about that? See, on the other side, Evergreen Cemetery, 1848, donated by John Smith, and that's one of the stones over that way. Now, also, when I was talking about Sarah Catherine Mathis, she was up here visiting her daughter. And let me see here if I can get over this away again. She came up to visit her daughter, and about where that house is down there is where her daughter lived, and she passed away at that house, and that's why she's buried where she is over here. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. Alrighty, catch you later.